Hello guys, welcome to another interesting part of What's Trending. It's your boy Danny, and as you already know, I am here for you. Guys, there's this story trending, like not a story per se, there's one particular guy who kind of went on a first date with a lady she kind of met on TikTok. Yeah, this guy met this young beautiful lady and kind of was chatting her and stuff, and he kind of succeeded to take this girl out on a date. And unfortunately, the girl came with his dad. Hey, Chema. So, guys, wait. Let's just watch the video, and after the video, we can have our views on it. So, let's watch the video.
So I'm just coming from a date, actually a first date, right, with with this girl I met, and believe me when I tell you, this is the most traumatic thing I've ever experienced in my whole life. Like the craziest thing I've ever experienced. I've been in the car for like 1 hour, still trying to like wrap my head around the whole thing. But let me just give you a quick backstory, guys. So you know what? For anonymity's sake, let's just call this person Gifty, okay? So I made a video about a month ago, talking about the fact that I was totally down with like relationships and dating and everything related to that, right? And this girl referred to that post and sent me a message that, oh, why are you done with, like, why have you given up on relationships? And, when your wife is literally just here with like 2 laughing emojis. In my mind, I was like, now why is you? But during that time, then it wasn't even in my mind to like check her profile. But later, something told me that I should just go and check her profile. Then I went to check this girl's profile. Then realized that this girl has like a very large following, like, and she's kind of like, she's like an influencer with very active on TikTok, and like she's very, very, very pretty too. So I decided to text her back. So I texted her back and we started talking, right? And we started talking like, and eventually she told me that, oh, she's not really, she would love to, take the conversation of TikTok and like, so she gave me a digits, right? And we started texting through iMessage. Now we were texting like, normal talking stage questions like, hey, what do you like to do? What are your hobbies? We're having like very mature conversation. I wasn't asking her what's the color of her pants and what does she sleep naked. No, I wasn't asking her those foolish questions. I was asking her, very mature questions. Okay, so in the process of talking, right, I asked her politely, can we FaceTime? Because I know how social media and catfishing is. Somebody can look like Kim Kardashian on social media, but when you meet them in real life, chewa. So I asked her, can we FaceTime? And she was like, oh, why not? So we FaceTimed, right? And guy, she was actually a real person who, like, hallelujah. She was actually so pretty, like same person. I was like, wow. I was so shocked. So we spoke, right? We spoke, and I was asking her question. I asked her, what's her favorite food to eat, and she was like, oh, she loves pasta. I'm like, oh, coincidentally, I also love pasta. So let's go on a pasta date. Confidently, I asked her this. So I asked her when she's free, and she told me today, Saturday. Like, I'm literally from the dates right now, guys. And she was like, oh, she's free today. And I was like, oh, no problem. You know what? I'll make reservations and everything so that we can go. So I made reservations and everything around like 7:30. Yes, so that was the time, 7:30 p.m. that we should go on a date. So it was like, okay, she'll be there, no problem. So I called her around like 6 o'clock to ask her, should I come and pick her up? She was like, oh, nah, that's fine. She'll come herself, she'll Uber herself. And I was like, oh, no problem. So I go to the restaurant at around like 6:45. Guys, that's like 30 minutes earlier, crowd, like more than 30 minutes earlier. I got to the restaurant like 6:45, and I was like waiting for it, just to like secure the whole place and make sure everything is set for this date. So I got there like 6:45 and was waiting for her. Then 7 o'clock, this girl hasn't come. Okay. 7:30, this girl hasn't come. 7:45, this girl hasn't come. 8 o'clock, this girl hasn't come. 8:15, before this girl texted me, I am here, with like 15 exclamation, your friends saying exclamation signs was there. Then I was like, then I vexed, but like I was, I just kept my composure, and she was like, okay, I'm inside, she can come in. So where I was sitting, right, I could literally see anybody who is coming to the entrance. So now I saw this girl coming, right. But I saw her with a man, but I wasn't wearing my glasses, so I couldn't really see who the person was. But I saw her coming with like an older man. So I saw her coming towards me, then I waved, then she came. So she got to the table and introduced me to this man who is her dad. And she was like, oh, come for this, my dad, blah, blah, blah. And I introduced myself, I introduced myself and everything. In my mind, I was like, oh, maybe her dad came to drop her off and maybe he wanted to see who, she was coming on a date with and things like that. The next second, and the table two was a table of two. The next second, I've seen this man put chair from one open table, put chair and has added it to the table of two and he's come to sit with us to the date between the two of us. See, I was so confused. I didn't even know what was going on. I tried to look at the girl and she had J.I. like she wasn't even looking in my direction at all. Guys, so the next thing I heard was the dad in some very funny accent. Hello, so gentlemen, what work do you do? What are your intentions to... Guys, see, I was so confused. See, my mind was trying to process the whole situation. The next thing, make her hear. Hello, so gentlemen, what are your intentions towards my daughter? I was in shock. Like, the man started blasting me questions like, guy, we're in an interview. So, what work do you do? How much salary do you make in a month? What is your... Guy, see, the man started blasting me questions left and right. What work do your parents do? What is the name of your father? Where is your father? Guy, he asked me like, bro, the whole time this man was asking me questions, right? This girl had J.I. Like she didn't even come on a date with me, bro. Then, so while I was in the interview, like, see, I was visibly sweating. While I was in the interview, then the waitress came, right? So the waiter brought 3 menus, right? While I was like busily searching through the menu to find what to eat, the next thing I heard was that, so we order lobster linguine for the 3 of us. The man ordered food for the 3 of us. I was just looking at him like this and he didn't even look at my face. He ordered the food for the 3 of us, the same thing. I didn't talk. See, the questions continued. I hope you don't smoke. I hope you don't drink. I hope you are not a felon. See, some crazy questions, guy. So this man continued blasting me with questions, left, right, center, and I told him politely, Dad, can you excuse me? And I went to the washroom. As I went to the washroom, see, I wanted to find a way to run away. I'm not lying to you. Hey, I just wanted to run away by my mind. At that point, before they came, I had ordered a drink, right? And it was not, I had to pay for the drink, so I had no choice than to still stay. So I went back. He continued asking me questions. Then the food came in. So the food came in. We ate the food. See, whole time, this girl hasn't opened her mouth once. I promise. So after we finished eating the food, right, and he ordered wine. He had already asked me whether I drink, and I was like, no. So he was like, you said you don't drink, right? He ordered the wine. In my mind, I was like, oh, probably he's going to pay for it. I don't know. So we are done eating and everything, right? And the waitress brings the bill. So the bill comes, right? He collects the bill, looks at the price of everything that we bought and gives it back to me and says, I hope you know if you want my daughter, you should be able to take care of the bills. Guy, this is literally our first date. How would I even know if I want her if you've never made me speak to this girl self? Like, can you imagine? Mind you, the lobster linguine, say whatever I bought, one plate was 410 cedis. 410 cedis plus the wine he bought. Almost everything was like almost 2K. Guy, see, 2K. See, that's somebody's monthly salary, somebody's school fees. That comes. So he waited for me to. I had no choice, so I paid the bill. He waited for me to pay the bill, so I paid the bill. When I was done paying the bill, like 1 minute later, then he got up. He got up, took his daughter's hand, right? Took his daughter's hand and was like, okay, gentlemen, so you're going to hear from us. Then they left. That was it. See, that was it. In my mind, I was like, why is he using us? Why is he an arranged marriage I was coming for, or I was coming to seek employment? Like, that you're saying you hear from us. Like, bro. See, after they left, right, I sat in the restaurant for like 30 good minutes, trying to wrap my head around what just happened. Like, I thought this thing just happened in movies, guy. I sat in the restaurant for 30 minutes for one of the waiters to come and check up on me and was like, hello, say, please, are you okay? And I was like, guy, I am not okay. But I couldn't tell anybody what has happened. And I came down from the restaurant, came into my car and sat for an extra. This is why I'm here. I sat for an extra like 30 minutes. And I was like, nah, I have to come and say this because I still can't believe it. Guys, till now, the girl hasn't texted me. Like, I don't even know what is happening. I don't even know whether I'm in a Tyler Perry movie or like, bro.
Hey, this was the first day scam. How on earth do you bring your dad on a first date to come and interview the person you are going on a date with? How? Like, the news come and answer there because you came with your daughter to the date. Okay, you've seen the man, his weight. Why don't you excuse them, or kind of sit at a different table? And if you are that type of dad who are very, kind of cautious about their daughters, like, why don't you sit at a table next to them and watch them whilst they do their dates, like communicate to each other? But no, you decided to sit at the same table with them, and your daughter didn't even talk with the guy. You, the man, took the whole conversation throughout the date. And hey, the most annoying part I heard, Crumble, that shocked me was the man ordered his own kind of food for the three of them. If it were to be me, Anka, I'll just tell you that no, I don't eat this kind of food. Then I'll just kind of order mine. Maybe it's out of shock, as he said that he was kind of trying to process all that has happened because this has never happened before. But come on. We're here, first date interview. You ordered food for them, like kind of ordered extra wine and put the bill on the man that if he wants your daughter, then he should pay 2,000 Ghana cedis. Food keke. Hey, like my schedule time 8:00 p.m. One frame and say oh, me ba and I say I'll be late. Like, why would you even be late? I have made a reservation at a restaurant, where we kind of going to have a good time over there. And I have given you the time, 8:00 p.m. And you chose to come around 9:30 thereabout. And me, I'll be waiting for you. All jokes aside, and it's not like I'm kind of bluffing, but say me share time ma say 8:00. Na one ba 8:00. My 12 extra minutes na one ba. I'll just give you a test. Oh, I'm also busy. Let's reschedule another bisa. Then I'll leave. Like, maintenance and train na sabotre. You say oh ba na obi edu wechi na introduce say oh this my dad like fine. Say oh bad yeah. I was some kind of brown has bisa. So like at the point where the man kind of attach himself to the date then oh, I can't do this, then oh, like no I apologize. Say if what the form of the like you guys are late. I kind of wanted to attend to a meeting and be now excuse me now, because if you are going on a date with like a woman and even the woman brings along her sister and I say her friend Crampo to the date Crampo, as a man you don't have to sit down and kind of tolerate it. As a man, like, this should go to the guys. Say oh, call date if you are going on a date with any kind of woman, and one, the girl takes longer period to show up. So bar on your do honor, then you excuse yourself I can say, oh, like I also have other plans to attend to. Pa, now, simple as that. Say, just use this format, no? Then just kind of show the girl, say, oh, like you value your time. And yes, although be dormant, they be a son of yo. So kind of patience he has, to the extent, say, like, all trends are just longer hours, and like Obani ban on papa buy now, fine. Won't produce no what I share say papa no after table better dating pen, and then kind of, oh, so Charlie, I have waited you for several times, but like you didn't show up, so I have a meeting to attend to. Man, no, sorry, call. Period as that. You value your time, so mobile time. You just kind of leave them there, and you pay for your bill, then you leave. You waste your time. Sana like case like I call papa interview. If it were to be me, I kind of apologize to them, then just go. Simple as that. So guys, this is what is trending. Ken Champo is trending, yes, on all social media platforms. People are talking about it because this case, is extraordinary. It hasn't happened before. As a dad, if you are straight Senkra, you just going on a first date with your daughter to see a man, it's kind of rubbish. Yes, it's like it doesn't make sense. And the girl in quotes, no, so and yes, they are like Oyakora. Yes, the girl is not a child, and that's all underage. No, she's matured, lady who can make decision for herself. So why do you kind of attach yourself to the date? So guys, this was trending. I feel like we should share our views and thoughts about it. What do you think? What the dad did, is it okay? If it were to be, what would you do? Would you also be that cool to the extent that you sit to be interviewed as such? So if you are going to sit down to be interviewed as such, they are fine. It's your case. So guys, you can put your views at the comment section so that we can kind of have more ideas or more experience on the dating field. This is what I have for you today. See you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yes. Bye bye.